Yes, guys, we're back, and it's a match reaction and player ratings to Arsenal's win against Aston Villa tonight at the Emirates Stadium. Right, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that subscribe button. Here we go.
Premier League champions 2016, Leicester City.
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye bye.
Gazzola, Giroud again. Joe Wilson. Here's Gerrard. That's a great strike. McCracken getting closer. To the centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. Van Persie arriving. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and it's our match reaction and play ratings to Arsenal's game against Aston Villa, where we won 2-1 on the night. Good performance, slip-ups and similar mistakes still happening, but overall we get the win, and 5 out of 5 out of the first 5 games I did expect we should get all 15 points, because to be honest, let's be honest, I'm not going to have a go at Villa or any other side, but they should be games we should be winning if we want to compete for top 4 this season. But yeah, overall, it's now whether we come down to, it's now the big test, which is going to Old Trafford this evening. On Sunday afternoon, and making sure we get a win there. If we get a win and a convincing one on that, then I would be happy. Very, very happy. Right. Big up Carlos, one of our members as well. Thanks for becoming a member as well, mate. If anyone wants to become a member, please do hit the join button below. We got Carlos, King Sait from King's Football Show, James and Bargav, all members. Let's make sure you're doing that. And the same old from us, get ourselves back in the game, but then typically concede. In truth, Arsenal should have been well outside by for them. Should have done, to be fair. Someone who missed his word. I mean, Saka's miss was something to forget, to be honest. Please don't tell me you still be against. Yeah, I could still be against Arteta. I could definitely still be against Arteta. I'll also put the link in the chat. If any Arsenal fan wants to come on, please do jump on and give your views. I see you, Gracie, man, in the chat as well. Big up yourself. I hope you're doing well. I hope the channel's doing well as well. Can you still be against Arteta? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Like, until he challenges for a title, I'm not backing this guy. I'm not believing this guy can do it. Because in the end, we've got there's better managers, like, at better clubs, like, at more and elite managers that will end up beating him to a league title. So until he gets this, like, pushes them all the way in the title race, and I'm not talking about till January or February. I'm talking about April, May. If he can do that, then I'll back the guy. But in the end, my main objective is to go and within the next 2 years to try and win the league. That's the main objective, isn't it? What's the point? And I don't think he can do that. Simple as that. He's doing he might be doing wonders now. And what I will definitely agree on, he's definitely stabilised the club. I'll tell you that. Big up Connor.
What are you saying, man? You all right?
Yeah, not bad. First time on the channel.
Yeah, I've had. Do you know what? And it's crazy the amount of times that I've tried to come on, and it's always been last minute things have had to happen. But no, I'm finally here, man. I had to make an appearance. So
Yeah,
here I am.
if you have seen the intro by now, big up this guy for us because he's helped make it for us. So big up to himself for that.
No worries, man.
Big up Gracie May as well. Since Beale came to us from Villa, Gerrard starts to struggle. Surprise, surprise. I mean, what did you make of initially of the game, mate?
I think the first half was exactly like Fulham. It was pure first half of Fulham. It was pure domination. But I'm going to use it again like I used on Dale's channel. We just weren't clinical enough. We got the goal from Jesus. I love him. I love Jesus, man. I'm loving it. But we could have been 3 or 4 up, man.
That's it. I'm calling that the intro king. The intro king.
Cheers. But no, we were. It was. I love the game today. I think you could hear it in the crowds. The atmosphere was brilliant, but we just had to be more clinical, man. We could have made that game so much easier for ourselves. And so the first half was pretty smooth sailing. We were all over them. Then the second half, it was the exact same thing as Fulham. We started off well, and then we were defending, and then we conceded, and then we thought, okay, let's wake up. We're back on it. Then we were attacking for a bit. And
we didn't know what to do in the second half. How to manage
exactly.
The game.
It's weird, and that will, unfortunately, if we carry on like it, it will let us down in the future. I said going forward.
Do you know what? A lot of people saying that I was very critical after the Leicester game about how we dominated the game and how we controlled the game.
Yeah,
I still stand by what I said. I still feel that we in the second half didn't know what to do. We didn't know whether to carry on attacking, whether we wanted to defend, whether we wanted to go forward.
Yeah,
and and in the end, when you don't work out what you want to do, like, teams are going to capitalise on that and punish you, especially the big teams. Like, if we play like the real tests that we're going to play, which is coming up on Sunday as one of them, like, if we don't work out how we're going to play and like adapt to the game, we'll be torn to shreds when we do want.
100%.
We do want to change it.
It did annoy me back on Dale's channel. You man in the comments. I don't know if anyone saw it from Dale's channel.
Fuad.
Saying United isn't a test. And I'm thinking, United will always be a test, whether they're playing good or not. They've just gone ahead and beat Liverpool 2-1. We wouldn't be able to do that right now. Well, do you know what? Let's not count our chickens. Maybe we could, but in my opinion, United should always be a test. I think if Ronaldo stays, it'll be massive for them. Ronaldo.
A, Man United is a test, and B, the reason they're a test is because it was Eric Ten Hag against Arteta.
Yeah,
it says it. See,
that's the thing, and that's the thing I'd have to go against. I haven't been the biggest fan of Eric Ten Hag, and the only reason of that is because I know he was at Ajax, Eredivisie. People, when Ten Hag arrived, he's only been at Ajax. He wins the league every season. It's Ajax, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I know he got into the Champions League semi-final that year. I just didn't think there was that much. I know tactically, Ten Hag is what he's best known for, like you said in the other channel, and I completely agree with that. That is what Ten Hag's known for. I think when Man United got him first, I think they expected him to be the transfer genius, and they'd get all the best players. Well, they're doing it now. They're doing well with player incomings, but he thought, he's going to get this player and that player, and that's not what Ten Hag is. He's tactical. He's very good. But when I saw him join United, I was like, is that what they need? Is that the man for them? And do I see Ten Hag taking Man United back up to the top? Right now, no. And but I do generally.
I don't see it because of the way they're structured.
Yeah, but I do think whether United are not playing good or not, which right now they're getting back into shape. It's still a test. It's one of the big 6 teams in England. It is Manchester United, if not the biggest team in Premier League football, in English football. You know?
English football, yeah.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, it's a test, and I will be beyond more happy if we beat them. And I take the piss with my mates. The same we win the league. I'm not getting ahead of myself. Don't worry, I ain't one of them. Cheers, Craig. Cheers, Craig, by the way. Yeah, I'm not getting ahead of myself. But listen, I'm enjoying it while I can because we're Arsenal. We haven't got this in how long? These 5 wins in total. So I'm enjoying it as a fan. I'm enjoying it. People can have their opinions, whether they're, thinking let's not get ahead of ourselves, which I'm not. If they want to get ahead of themselves, that's fair enough on them. But listen, just enjoy it while we can, and we move on to United. And if
Well, this is what I said. This is what I said is like, and what wound me up in that is people saying that because I maybe predict us to either draw or lose the game because they've got Casemiro or Ten Hag or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Well, Fulham predicted probably to lose against us.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, our preview, right? They were struggling to get. I was struggling to get the guy to even commit to a draw. Right? But that doesn't mean he's now can't. That doesn't mean he's not allowed to celebrate afterwards.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
you can think that we're going to lose every single game, but it doesn't mean you can't celebrate afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So, but I think just get through. To be honest, why should even be back on Arteta now? Because you won 5 games, you should be winning. Winning what about business end of the season when you bottled it, and 2 8-play finishes, but 5 wins. He's king. Yeah. I agree with that. This is the first time the fans are with the club as an actual unit, but there's still fans who bemoan Arteta. We're still very critical because with the amount of money we've spent on this manager, we should be in Champions League football by now.
100%.
Like,
that's one thing.
And
that's one thing that
not just it's not just because of the money we spent. The position we were in last season, right, with 2 months to go, with about 8 games to go.
Yep.
Like Tottenham were nowhere near us, and we should have easily walked it. We should have been walking it.
I remember the whole fiasco. Oh, but we got
even I was getting
we've
accepted.
got that game in hand. You've got this game in hand, and then look.
Yeah, even I was accepting. Even I was like getting like excited about it because I thought, "There's no way we can do it.
Yeah.
There's no way we can do it. There's no way Tottenham could do it. There's no way Man United could do it. The way they were playing, the way they were dropping points every other weekend, and I was like, surely all we got to do is just keep doing what we're doing because we're the most consistent team." And then we all fell apart at the end of the season. So that's why I've always said, like, until we're back in the title race, I'm not gonna back this manager. If most of the fan base want to get behind the team and back the team, then fine. I'll back my team every 90 minutes when they're on that pitch, right? But in the end, I will not sit here and say that I would rather keep Arteta over getting an elite manager that can that I know can take us to that next level and take us to challenging City and Liverpool, and that's the main aim. Like, we should be competing for a league title by now.
100%.
We should be competing. It's been 18 years now. We should be competing for league titles and major honours, and I still say this manager will not be able to do it. So then why should if he can't do it against Pep, Tuchel, Klopp or Conte or any of these top managers that are top at these top clubs, why are you expecting me to say that we should stick with him? Why when we know we can be ambitious and go out and get someone better?
If Arteta put us into the top 4 in his first 2 seasons instead of 8th, I think a lot of fans like you and me would have different opinions on him. Oh, maybe this season could be the one. You know, he's got us really good positions in these first 2 seasons. You know, like it could be something now, and we could end up like this season and think, do you know what? He actually on something now. But you know, 2 8th place finishes in a season doesn't give a lot of people hope. By God, I'm
also 5th. To be fair, the Premier League record of 5th last season, right? People might want to ignore this, but the Premier League record was 3 extra wins, same amount of losses, and 5 more goals conceded. Yet we got someone in that saying Ben White's class, and we spent 50 million on a defender. That was the defender we bought for 50 million last season, and we ended up conceding 5 more goals.
There's a lot of controversy around Ben White. I think I'm very 50-50 with him. I know it's away from football, but those comments about how he doesn't even watch the game apart from when he plays. I mean, I'm thinking, come on, man. You want people to back you. You even see in the documentary, he knows people are saying 50 million, you're shit, and you're not really helping your case by saying, "Oh, apart from playing for Arsenal, I don't even watch the game. I don't analyse my other opponents." It's not very helpful. And I think Ben White at right back is not the solution. I genuinely think
You'll find that out on Sunday.
Oh yeah, I genuinely think he's being played there because Arteta just doesn't know what to do with him other way else, because he knows he's not getting in front of Gabriel and Saliba. So I think he's just whacking him on the right until he fucks up, and then we're going to put Tomiyasu back in there. And by the way, I think Tomiyasu is going to be a bit of a tricky one, because for that Douglas Luiz goal, which again I've got to applaud, what a goal that was, by the way. Tomiyasu should have been marking that a whole lot better, because I know Ramsdale was getting a bit tossed and turned by one of the Villa players. But Tomiyasu should have done a bit better there, in my opinion, especially on the front post. But listen, he just come back. We get him into our own. By God, we need a midfielder this transfer window. I take Douglas Luiz, for fuck's sake. He just scored that brilliant goal today. Why don't we go ahead and get him? I've seen reports that Tielemans is 25 million. Oh my God, just put the money on the table and buy him, for fuck's sake. It's not that difficult. I mean, well, it's not FIFA, but you know what I mean. We've been sat here for so long, and I think Tielemans has been the same.
Oh no, people say it's not FIFA, but then, remember when we got Partey? No one knew about it, until the last day. Then put the bid in, and then everything was done. Everything was completed within that last day.
It was a release clause, and this is what they do. They try to wait, and I guess it's a reasonable.
Why? Because it was PR. It was
maybe
let's get us in the news. Because remember how Sky covered it. All of a sudden, Sky gets it out of nowhere. Right. Yeah. So, but I mean,
they actually made us wait, because how they have to sign that form to get an extra hour or two after the window closes, and they had to do that just to sign him. And I was like, "Fuck!" I'm sat here at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and we finally get the notification about Thomas Partey. But listen, no, we need to do something. And one thing I was going to bring up on Dell's channel, but I just didn't have enough time, was outgoings. It is such a problem. And this is probably one of actually the reasons why we can't get Tielemans, maybe. I don't know. But by God, are we shit at selling players. Oh my God. I've done a calculation the other day, actually. I was sat with my dad. It was his birthday yesterday, and we were just talking about Arsenal. We've spent either 109 or 119 million so far this summer on 5 players. We've sold, I think, 4 in Torreira, Guendouzi. Who else have we sold? I can't remember off the top of my head. But we've sold them for 18 million in total for 4 players. 18. Oh, Leno was the other one, and I forgot who the other one was. I think it might have been. It was your man who went to Sunderland. I forgot his name. It was a centre back we had. We sold him for about 2 million. We've only made 18 million on selling players. I'm sorry. We could have got a good profit from Guendouzi. We could have got a good profit from Torreira. We could have got a fucking amazing profit from Bernd Leno. German international, 8 million. I think it's 3 million. I think it's 3 million if Fulham go down. I don't know what it was, something like that. And I'm thinking, what is Edu doing? And now he's talking to some of his Brazilian fucking mates over in Brazil and trying to get this Danilo fella over here as a CDM. I want a Premier League proven CDM. I don't want none of this bullshit. Oh, let's give him time. Let him progress into the team. We need a fucking CDM. And I'm swearing so much. Sorry, I don't mean to, but it stresses me out.
Mate.
Yeah, it stresses me out because we need a CDM badly. We need one. And I don't understand why we can't look at Neves, because, then again, he's not really a CDM, but you've got Neves, you've got Douglas Luiz. I think Tielemans is more of a forward player, but I think he can play at DM at times. We need someone to fill in for Partey, because Xhaka isn't very injury prone recently, but we need someone to fill in for Partey. And when he's out, we just got rid of Maitland-Niles. By God, I don't know why. I know Arteta ain't a big fan of him, but we need to do something. And I will be really annoyed if we don't make any signings tomorrow. I don't really care about a winger. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm more focused on the midfielder. And I will be really not happy if we don't bring a midfielder in tomorrow, Stephen. I'm telling you right now, really not happy.
Yeah. I mean, the midfielder's key. Absolutely. I'm just go for the rest of these. Stephen, I hope you're all right, mate. Big up. Yeah, just like I said earlier, in my watch-along, the reason I cancelled the 2 days is because I was getting some excess fluid, which is a symptom of not being is a symptom of the low levels that I have to have infusions for. And what it means is that it's when I lie down, the gravity goes to my face and all the fluid goes into my face, so it looks like I've been punched in the eye. It's not that. It's just it's fluids. I was a bit worried coming on camera for it, so I'd rather not. So, but yeah, but but I'm here now, so because it's all died down a bit. So
That's the main thing.
sentiment, yeah. Value gone down 18 million.
Look at that, 18 million. Are you joking?
Yeah, I don't think though. I think they've moved on from Telemans. I don't think they're convinced by him.
It's such a shame. It is such a shame because he could end up at Liverpool because Liverpool are looking for a centre midfielder right now. You know, and he could bang. You know, but we lost out on Basuma, 25 million. By God,
Danilo, who we're going for after because he's cheaper choice, and we probably money for a winger. Why we need a? We might need we need someone on the right to help Saka. To be fair, but we need a right back, someone to hit on the right to help Saka, and we need someone in the midfield. Yeah. I can't say for 10 million, no, because he's never fit. No, Anthony. We remember with how many rejects from fucking Chelsea we taken.
Well, Willian.
Yeah, Willian, Louise, Gallas. No more.
Done.
Like his time when we didn't buy him when Wenger was here. Right, simple.
Let's see with this, right? Listen, the point I'm making is we could buy this Danilo guy and he could be great by all means. But would you rather have a Premier League proven CDM who can just go into the team straight away, no messing about, or have to get this 21-year-old to come in to trust the process?
But even then, Brazilians are getting a good team now. But in between, like France has had the best team. Like if Brazilians were always the best players in the world, why aren't they winning the World Cup every single season?
Yeah,
every single time. Why Argentina beat them in their local, like sort of their version of the Euros, like but it's not all.
But he's got a point though. You look when we brought in Martinelli. People were like,
yeah, of course. And I'm not saying they're not talented, but not all of them.
Yeah, but it took Martinelli a few seasons to get to where he is now, and I don't want that with a midfielder. I just want someone who can come in, knows what he's doing, knows the league.
That's exactly why when we brought Vieira in, I was like, why have we just done exactly what we did last season, which is what we did with Lokonga. You know what I mean? It sounds exactly the same, mate. It always does.
And I'm seeing this thing today. This guy from Shakhtar Donetsk. I don't even know who he is. I've never heard of him in my life. This winger, this 21-year-old, and all over Twitter, it is just these highlight reels of him. No one's even heard of him. I want to know one person who's actually heard of this guy. I don't even know his name. I've seen him on Twitter. Like, it is crazy. And he'll be absolutely... Oh, my camera's went there. Sorry. And it's another player to add to another highlights reel, isn't it? You know?
Mm-hmm.
I just want some... And apparently we could fork out 35 million for him. If we're paying that, why can't you pay for Tielemans? I just don't understand. And I think we could get Douglas Luiz for cheaper because they're trying to get him on a contract extension down at Aston Villa. We've just seen him play today. If you want a Brazilian, go get Douglas Luiz. It's as simple as that, you know? But, hey, listen, it is what it is. We'll wait until tomorrow. Are you doing a deadline day show tomorrow?
We're doing one at 3 p.m. and then one at 8 p.m.
I'll join the one at 8 because I don't believe I have any plans tomorrow. So, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be here for a long time. So we'll be there till 11. So,
so
make sure you tune in.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'll hop on and we'll have a chat.
But, look, we're going to do the play ratings.
Let's go.
Let's go do the play ratings now.
Let's go for it, mate.
Hang on. Let me just get the thing up and then just got to...
I might have to squint in a few times because I'm on my phone for the first time using StreamYard. So,
well, it's not bad to be fair. So there we go.
Sweet.
All right, let me just bring all these players down. What, are you worried about Saka though? Because, like, for me, I'm worried about his performances now. I don't think it's because of rest. I don't think it's because of rest. He's had a rest during the summer. I just think he's out of form completely, and this is why we need someone to come in.
Yeah, do you know what? No,
So-
no, I can see that, to be honest, because I think obviously on the left we're kind of sorted. You know, we got Smith Rowe, Martinelli. No, but I do agree.
Smith Rowe, if he's going to get anywhere, he's only going to get on the left, and
exactly.
that's if he's going to start. And if only any way he will ever start other than that is if Odegaard gets injured.
Yep.
Right? And people saying, yeah, but he can play on the left. Well, no, hang on a minute. If you watch the bloody documentary, this bloody all for nothing, I called it. Right?
The fact you didn't say all or nothing, you just did
all for nothing. Like, I call it that. Sometimes I don't even mean to. I just call it that anyway.
Oh dear, brilliant.
But it is because we did fuck all, didn't we?
Yeah, literally. Do you know what? It would have been better to film it this season than it was last season.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you should photograph the fucking maybe you should get the Maybe he's getting the cameraman to do the fucking team talks every 5 minutes.
Oh, do you know what? That was so. You could just tell that was for the cameras, and that was something. Do you know what? Personally, I enjoyed
to be fair, I'll probably have to do a review in an Arsenal gossip column.
Yeah.
The first, I get the point with the photograph because he's an Arsenal fan. It's the North London derby, so I get. Sometimes I've always wanted to do that as a fan to let it know that what this game means.
Yeah.
But look, anyway, like when I said the all for nothing, what I meant was the I forgot what I was going to say now. It's when they said about Smith Rowe, they said they wanted to bring Odegaard in to help Smith Rowe in the number 10.
Yeah.
Not so we can move Smith Rowe to the left.
Yeah.
So he's got an extra person to cover.
This is what I mean. What was the point of Fabio Vieira?
Yeah.
You know? Well, apparently he can play on the wing as well. But listen, that's true to be told. So.
Anyway, we'll go into the ratings anyway. Let's see if he'll play those. We're going to the ratings as usual. Let me know. Please do join in as well in the chat, whether you agree or disagree. So I'm going to start with the Ramsdale.
Love it. So we're going 1 from 10. Is this how it works? 1 to 10?
Yeah, right. 0 to 10. So from trash to man of the match, or if Mick Arteta's been really shit, Arteta's sackable level.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Okay, so do you want me to kick off, or is it you to kick off?
Yeah, go for Ramsdale, mate.
Yeah, I think Ramsdale, pretty solid saves. I mean, he couldn't really do much about the Douglas Luiz goal, could he? I don't think anyone really could.
I think he could have done better. I think he should have been should have been moving a bit to try and get him.
Maybe had a bit more.
Defender had every right to be there. I'm not hearing this bullshit about his impeding.
Yeah, no, he wasn't in the way. You could clearly see it, and there should have been someone more close to the front.
The guy just stood there. He just stood there. He didn't move. He didn't try and hold his hands down or anything.
Yeah.
For me.
Anyway, so for me, no, he was pretty solid. Made a few decent saves. I'll give him a solid 6.
I was going to give him a 5 to be fair because of that mistake.
I think it's. I might have to rewatch it. I don't know. I wouldn't give him that much to blame because we did get the win, and to be fair, he did make a good few saves when it was needed. So put him there.
Solid 6. Then we're gonna go to Ben White on the right, or Ben Shite on the right.
Yeah. Ben White. It's an interesting one. I mean, he got forward well. Tracking back, he was a bit meh.
Yeah, he's meh. He's always like that. You see I think the goal against Fulham, leading up to it, the reason they got up there is because they broke from a corner, and Mitrovic started running, and he's just watching him, and he realizes, I got to run. Then he's like realizing, I got to run. He's too busy watching he's not at the urgency to realise that the ball's broken from the corner flag and they're just about to get it. So if that was me, I would have been ball watching. I would have literally been seeing as soon as the ball came out, I would have been tracking back.
Yeah, 100%. That's what you do as a defender. That's your whole, even as a fullback, that's your job.
Yeah, once the corner's been dealt with, you need to start tracking back, especially if you're outside the box. And 100%. He doesn't. He just stands there and then watches Mitrovic run. And I'm like, well, fucking go. It's kind of reminds me of Xhaka.
I think it's a standard 5. I think he didn't do anything too bad, but he was just sort of there. It's nothing impactful. So
bang
I think
average.
bang average. So 5 maybe. Yeah.
Saliba.
Solid. You know,
Solid.
I think,
It's
yeah.
just solid.
Do you know what? This man was something that should have been brought in. Maybe. I think I agreed with the first loan.
He didn't need him last season.
Yeah.
He needed to be in Marseille for another season. Bullshit.
No, he's absolutely mate. Honestly, what a revelation he is to our defence. Honestly, what a guy. And I think,
Now
solid,
that is worth 50 million.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
mate, 100%.
I'm telling you, if we bought back Saliba instead of buying Ben White, we would have conceded less goals last season.
Yep. 100%.
Facts.
Absolutely 100%. But I'll give him
7?
a solid. Yeah, give him a solid 7. He was good.
That's only because he didn't have to do much.
Yeah, exactly. There wasn't much to do, you know.
Gabriel.
I'd give him 1 above. I think he made a brilliant slide tackle near the end. And
you sure? No. Because I saw a couple of mistakes in there.
Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I do think he was pretty. I don't know how to make it. I think he was definitely. He made a good few challenges, and I think there was definitely a point in the game where he was pretty crucial. I think I remember it was near the end of the game. I think he made a really crucial tackle for. I think they were trying to give it. It was against Danny Ings. It was against Danny Ings, and he tried to give it out for Danny Ings was calling for a corner, but Gabriel made a really good tackle. So maybe I was getting a bit ahead of myself, but I think
6 or 7.
I'd go with a 7. But if you want to go for a 6, George Channel, by all means, go for a 6, mate.
Yeah, I'll go for 7. Go on then, since we won. Tierney. I was more impressed with Tierney this game.
Yeah, I think he was definitely better than he was before. I think another problem with Tierney, I've noticed recently, his defending hasn't been top tier. It hasn't been we want to be. Going forward, the he's brilliant. You know, crossing in is his game. I think sometimes when he's tracking back, it can get a bit edgy. But you know what? Pretty solid. Again, not that much to do. I think when he was needed for defence, he was all right. For me, I'd go for a 6. What do you think you'd go for?
6.
Yeah, maybe even a 5. No, I'll go for a 6. He was better than last game.
He was better than last game, to be fair.
Yeah.
Let's go to Granit Xhaka.
Oh. Granit Xhaka. Do you know what? I hate to say it, I'm getting a bit of a soft spot for Xhaka recently. I can't lie. Been getting a bit.
Oh, don't start.
Yeah. I can't lie. It's been a bit.
You're not telling one of these fans that. Oh, I forgot he told me to fuck off.
No. That's the thing. But that's the thing. That's why I always remember he did do that. But do you know what? Xhaka's replaceable, 100%. But for now, he does hold that midfield together, and he is important. We've got to be completely honest. At the moment with this squad, he is important. You know, we can be replaceable, 100%.
Saliba is gifted. Arteta is just too blind to see quality players when he wants players who play too much football. Don't expect him to cite anyone of name or caliber. Yep. It's got a fair point on that one.
Yeah, that's true. I think, going back to Xhaka, I think I'll give him he was good. 6.
7.
Yeah, 6 or a 7, yeah. 7, sorry, yeah. It's my first time, so I don't know which one's which here now. So I'll go for a 7. He was good.
Yeah, 7's good. Let's go to Lukonga. I thought Lukonga had a good game.
Yeah, I think for his first game,
he's come on well.
Yeah, I think he's progressed really well. I think I remember going back to the documentary, all for nothing. He said he wants his game time, and I think this year's definitely the year for him. Europe's back in for Arsenal. I think it's definitely his time to shine. He done well, solid. I would keep a 7. I think he was on the same level as Xhaka for me.
Let's have a look at Saka. For me, Saka gets a 3 or a 4.
3 or a 4? I think that miss was definitely. It was definitely.
That is one of the worst misses you'll ever see in your life.
That was bad, but
he even took a touch. That's how much time he had.
He did try to create chances.
Had a cup of tea, read the paper, have a smoke, and still had time to fucking take a touch and put the ball in it. I'm telling you, geez.
I wouldn't be too harsh because we've got the win. I'd give him maximum of 5 for me. I
No,
think.
come on.
No,
Like
okay. Well,
you need to,
let's
you
go.
need to
Let's go
do
for
it.
a four then.
You need to do as
Yeah,
much as we win. You need to
yeah. You need
criticize
to be scoring now.
Green.
Okay, no, I'll
You
agree with you
need
then.
to
That's a four.
you
Yeah, let's
need
go
to
for.
score on individual players.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you might as well just give the whole team 5 or whole team 6 or
yeah.
something
Let's
like
go.
that.
Let's go for a four. Let's do that.
Yeah,
That was a bad miss, and I think
because
he'll definitely be alright.
for Saka, like three. If I'm willing to be very critical, 4 is just like fair
Which
because
one's four? What does four say again? What's next to four?
little poor
A little poor. That's good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
because 3 is poor
Yeah, that's a little poor. Yeah, that miss was. He'll be in bed tonight. And he'll
because
be
he
thinking,
needs to
"Fuck."
start doing better. He needs to.
Yeah,
It's not
hundred
down
percent,
to being knackered. I'm sure it's
hundred
not.
percent.
But we're gonna move on to the captain Odegaard.
Yes, I think.
Oh, he's Mr. Captain Fantastic.
Yeah, but I will never agree with the whole captain
No.
stuff. That shouldn't be happening. The captain armband. You can
I
see it.
did admit I was a bit too critical in the first 4 games, so I've tried to
Yeah,
be a
no,
bit
hundred
more.
percent. I've definitely been critical of Odegaard in the past. I think this season it's been way more better. He's been way better than he has been before.
I saw in this game he was good. He was
Yeah.
alright. It was. I don't think he was as good as he was in the Fulham game.
Yes. No. And the Bournemouth one. The Bournemouth one. He was good as well.
Bournemouth one.
Yeah.
But I think the Bournemouth one, I still stick with Partey being the man of the match for me.
Yeah. Mm.
I still say I stuck by it, but I did say I probably was a bit too critical of Odegaard.
Yeah. I think
Um,
Odegaard was good again today. For me, it's a 7. I think he was creating chances. He was getting forward, which I don't rarely see from Odegaard that much, especially last season. But this season, he's getting forward a lot more. He's trying to be creating more chances. He's been really good. And the whole captain thing's a different story. I don't agree with that whatsoever. Where that leadership and that guy is, please tell me. But that's another.
I'd
That's another
say
topic.
I'd say 8 because he's very good. He was very
Yeah,
good.
let's go for an 8. Actually, go for the same as his kit number. Number 8.
Yeah. Let's go to lastly. We're gonna go to Martinelli on the left.
8.
Quality.
Yeah, 9 or 8. I think he was
8.
Matt. Well, I
His
don't know.
response to that goal was quality.
Yeah, it was brilliant. He was on it straight away. Yeah, I got 8. I think there's no else to say. Brilliant goal. But if Stephen, I tell you,
Yeah.
if he scored that long shot, I swear to God, I would have been on my knees. What Martinez saved, that long shot, it was a strike and a half. That was going top right, and I would have been on my knees, and that would have been a 10. I don't even care. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. But unfortunately, he didn't. But he was absolutely brilliant. So Martinelli is a hidden
So
gem
do you
for us.
think get an 8 or 9?
Which one? What does 9 say?
World class.
No, I put him
Said
at
he's
8.
man of the
I
match.
think. No, do you know what? I'd have given him a 9 if he'd have scored that long shot.
The only reason I said that is because the long shot thing, well, you would have given it a 10. So that's why I say
Yeah, but then
9
again,
for
then I
me.
look at 9 and you say world class,
Who
and that would have been a
would you
world
say is
class
more
9.
man of the match then? Odegaard or Martinelli?
Martinelli, 100%.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah,
I'd
Martinelli.
agree.
So you're gonna put him at 9, go for it. If you want to go for 9, go for it.
I'm gonna no, I'm just gonna put this. I'm just gonna put this in the chat. Actually, I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. Give me a second.
Go for it, man. Game's saying 9 for Martinelli.
No, I'm just gonna put. So Odegaard, Martinelli. Who else could you say is be a candidate for man of the match?
I think Saliba was solid defensively,
Saliba.
and Jesus, of course.
Yeah, I'll put other at the bottom as well. In the comments. There you go. Right, just put that poll in there. Big up to you. Sorry I missed. You haven't missed it yet, mate. You still come on.
Nick, still come on, man.
Yeah, still come on. Do hit the like button. Do hit the share button. Just drop that poll in the chat now. So, who do you think was your man of the match? Odegaard, Martinelli, Saliba, or anyone else that you think that we haven't mentioned? Gabriel Jesus, what are you saying?
I'll put him at great. I think if he got another goal, he did a good few skills to try and make a goal happen. But no, I'll put a 7 for him. He was great. Good goal. And yeah, for me it'll be a 7, I think.
Okay, so that's good. So you're saying good or very good?
Yeah, no, I'll go good. I think if he maybe got another goal, I'd have gone very good. But no, it was a good goal, and obviously he did get subbed off a bit earlier for Nketiah. But
Martinelli was player of the match for me. Okay,
yep.
So there you go. Big up to everyone in the chat. No Martinelli as well. We're gonna move on to the subs. So Tommy Asu came on for Ben White. What did you make of Tommy Asu?
From what I remember, I don't think he made much of an impact. From what I thought,
It was more defensive impact, to be fair.
Yeah, I think I will go back to my point. I do think he should have done a bit better, maybe on the corner for the Douglas Luiz bit. I think it's standard. I think it's standard 5. Like, I'm not gonna be too critical.
Yeah.
It's his first game back in a while. You know, I'll go for a 5.
Then I'm gonna go for. And this is the thing I noticed with Arteta. He moans about how thin his squad is, right? And we say about how he doesn't do game squad management. Well, it's clear to see he doesn't use all his 5 substitutes.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's crazy.
So I'm going to go through the timeline, so I'll go find it at the right times. So,
was it Ed Nketiah next?
So Benoit at Tommy Asu, then they scored, then we scored, then it was Odegaard for Smith Rowe.
That was it, Smith Rowe. Yeah, Smith Rowe
made more of an impact to me.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely felt like a bit more of an oomph, but not very much. So I think 6 is the one. Yeah.
And
then I think
there were a few more chances to create. I think 15 minutes, 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, but then, I think he did.
Especially when he had 15 minutes only.
Yeah, true. Maybe if we got a goal from him, then maybe I'd have boosted up to a 7. But for me, it was a 6. But if you want to go for a 7, by all means, push it up to a 7. But he was good.
I'd say the only reason I say 7 is because of the amount of time he had to make an impact.
Yeah, that's fair enough, though. Yeah, that's good.
So,
good reasoning.
Right. Rob Holding for Saka.
I think he made a few good clearances, if I'm not correct. But then again, there was nothing really to defend, was there? We were more on top for the last couple minutes, so I think it's
standard 5.
Yeah, standard 5 it is, yeah.
Oh, I'll put him in trash or training for. Oh, no, hang on. Not that I don't have that opinion. No, don't ever say Rob Holding's trash on fucking social media, mate. Trust me.
Okay.
You get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, what was it? Holt. They were comparing him to Cannavaro, and I thought,
do you have it on? Do you have it in Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, you should, follow us on Twitter, mate. Because trust me, I was calling out some guy saying we got the best centre back defence depth in the league.
Yeah.
He said that on Twitter as a statement, and he said no one could tell me otherwise. And he was saying about Gabriel, Ben White, Rob Holding, and Saliba, right?
Yeah.
And I went, Saliba. I was like, right, what are you smoking? Like, what are you smoking? Or are you just that dumb? Right? Like, our defence is better than Man City and Liverpool's, right? After what we saw last season, right? Like, this is why I get fed up with this fucking fan base, right? Like, with these stupid statements, right? And then what I got back was a homophobic comment.
Do you know that's how you know they can't win, when they have to use shit like that. They got to use some sort of shit.
They call me elite because apparently because I'm Arteta out, I'm a league gunner, dick rider.
That makes me want to then, because I don't think Arteta's
If anyone wants to go look up at Mr. Silver Fox.
Do you know what it makes me? The thing that makes me laugh about that is it just shows they've got nothing else more intellectual to say.
Yeah, and my channel's acting like an active thing. Like I like it's we don't like I don't. It's we say it for effect. Like, I don't act anything, mate. Like I do a charity channel.
Yeah.
What are you on about?
People,
why do I need to act?
Dickheads, innit? People will be dicks. You know, here's what it is.
Anyway, that's the thing. It's like with all Arteta as well. It's like say like what I was mentioning about my problem eye, like the fact that they'll use that to batter you with.
Yeah. It's horrible, and but at the end of the day, it is what people will use because they don't have anything else.
Well, look what happened to poor Jez.
Yeah. Oh, that was. I mean, I was awake. I was awake for that stream, and I just thought, you're cowards. The fact that you've got to carry something like that around with you just shows you're a coward, isn't it?
You know? Them two are just scum. They're not part of this fan base.
No, they're not whatsoever.
And do you know what's funny? No on Twitter, no on social. Like only I saw Manny put something up. I saw Northside do something.
Only the small connection of Arsenal fans around here.
And there's only only ones that were Arteta out were saying anything about it. Right? Did any Arteta in fan come in and say that's wrong? It's disgusting.
AFTV didn't say anything.
AFTV know about it. Don't give me bullshit that he didn't know it.
And I bet you Arsenal knew about it. And I bet you the Arsenal social media people knew about it, but they didn't stand up over it. They should say, no matter what your opinions are.
I bet you that guy who did call me home before he called me, I bet he knew about it as well.
Exactly. And do you know what the thing is, yeah? Arsenal always like with these fucking merch drops. This is Arsenal. This is home. We are one. If we're one and someone like Jez and
gets attacked,
an Arsenal fan for decades is getting attacked like that by another so-called two Arsenal fans, why aren't you telling anyone about it? We're meant to be one. We're meant to be a family. We're meant to be this big family, Arsenal. So why are you keeping this on the down low? You know, it's pathetic. You know, and I guarantee if Arsenal said something about it on Twitter or anything, AFTV would have then said something because they're on the bandwagon. Or let's copy what Arsenal say on Twitter because we're now going to their press conferences.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing as well. Their normal opinions gone. Like any indicator for Jesus. What do you make of that, Eddie?
Yeah, he's a mixed bag, isn't he? He's a mixed bag of sweets, and that's why I call Eddie Nketiah. I think
these shit.
A lot of getting forward, no final products for me.
It just was poor again.
Yeah, poor. No,
poor.
Not even that. Not even a 4. I put him at 3. Honestly, he just wasn't good. No impact was made whatsoever. You know, we might as well just kept Jesus on. Yeah.
The real man.
We might as well have just kept Jesus on at this point. You know? It's crazy.
Yeah, what was the point? It was like 2 minutes left anyway.
And again,
that just shows how much he trusts his Nketiah then.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I guarantee you, every Premier League game, Nketiah will get on. He will come on.
But no doubt, I'll probably get the same. This probably Credit Union guy will probably come in as well. Because he only turns up when we win, as usual.
Yep.
Like, I'm here, win, lose, or draw, mate. So there you go. So
100%.
But he'll come in and say Nketiah is bloody brilliant or something. He actually has said that before. I went, how'd you work that one out?
Crazy, man.
Like, if you think that's our level, then good luck to you. Like, what my level is what is on the back of my shirt.
100%.
Yeah, and I'm getting one. And there's one more shirt coming with him on it. It's the 0102 shirt.
Oh, nice.
I got the away one. I wanted the home one. I wanted that one so badly.
Nice.
Because of the way it's designed.
Yeah.
But Mikel Arteta.
I mean, you can't really fault him, to be honest, can you? He couldn't do anything about that corner goal. You could tell he was getting fuming that they weren't being clinical enough. You know, they weren't. We had the most easiest chances. And, you know, at the end of the day, he set us up right. He knew what he wanted us to do. if our players were clinical, which Arteta can't do anything really about, we would have been up 4-0 at the first half. So I think he was good. I think a solid 7. I think it was a good managerial performance, in my opinion. Nothing really to fault with.
I was still a 6 or a 5, to be fair.
Let's go for a 6.
Because the reason I say 6 or 5 is because of this. Because he didn't make the key substitutions until we conceded.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I saw those substitutions needed to be made earlier. I need to go and kill the game because the game had gone flat and he didn't do anything. He just sat there and then reacted once they had scored, like we did against Fulham. Right, so he needs to stop doing that.
Yeah, he needs to start making the substitutions more earlier.
If they didn't score, he would have just carried on.
Yeah, for sure.
He would have carried on without making any subs.
75th, 80th minute.
Which shows a manager is like, oh, I've got it working, I don't want to touch it. Which shows he doesn't have any confidence about his own abilities. Which is why I question him entirely.
Yeah.
I don't want a manager that's worried about breaking something because he made a substitution. Right?
But then again, if he had good substitutes, there wouldn't be a problem, would it?
Yeah. I should be a manager. It should be a manager like, yeah, that's it. All right, I'm taking that move. It's done.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, for sure.
But there you go. There's the player ratings for us. Was not poor. He was average.
But what did he really show that made him average?
Luca, what did he do?
No, I didn't. He didn't really show. Yeah, he didn't make an impact.
If you're saying if you're saying he's decent and he's been playing well, which is what you said in the last two games, then your standards have dropped.
Yeah, no, I didn't. No, Eddie didn't really do anything today, in my opinion, that caused, like, when you think about bringing a striker on, you want some impact, and I definitely agree. For me, while Steven's gone, I do agree. Eddie definitely got forward, and he tried, but it's the finished product. When you expect to bring a striker on, in my opinion, you want him to make an instant. We want him to make somewhat of an impact, and for me, he just kept. It was like he was going forward and nothing was being created, and that's why I put him in poor, because if he was creating some chances, then maybe. But all he was doing was getting forward, and he sort of stopped. Yeah. So that's my
Arteta is turning Arsenal into another Barcelona/City. I'll give Arteta 7 for that reason, because he's getting close to possession football. Yeah, but I want Arsenal just to have, like, to be able to just not be Barcelona City, but just make sure we win games. I don't really care how it is.
For sure.
He could play part of the bus football like George Graham, as long as we win. I don't care.
100%.
Right. It might not be pretty, but in the end, some games aren't one pretty. Some games are one ugly.
Anyway, Stephen, I've got to head off here, but thank you very, very much for having me on tonight.
No worries, mate. I'm going to wrap it up anyway. So,
all right, sweet. Anyway, perfect
So
stuff.
I'm going to wrap it up in 5 minutes.
All right. Make sure you all subscribe to Stephen's channel. He's a fucking legend. He's an absolute legend, honestly.
Thanks.
And he deserves all the support he's getting. And keep racking up the subscribers, all the likes. And love to see it, man. Thank you very much again for having. Well, thank you for having me on for the first time. I'll definitely be back. 100%.
No, definitely. You have me back on anytime. Just get through these last 2 comments. The return of T, perhaps we'll have to wait until we go further. For me, it's Champions League or bust. Yes. I don't care how it's done. It needs to be Champions League. 100%. I don't care if we don't win anything. As long as we get into Champions League next season, don't care. Right? What do you think?
No, 100%. Arsenal FC, Arsenal Football Club, has to have Champions League football. Wherever way, shape, or form.
Would you happily not win anything this season just to get Champions League football?
If I was going to be like that and say I'd rather have a Premier League trophy than not, if I'd rather have
go for Premier League trophy. I'm saying, would you sacrifice being in the cups and getting knocked out Europa League, or
I'd rather win the
Not
Europa, get a trophy, than
or
get ourselves into Champions League. I think.
yeah. What I'm saying is, would you rather win the Europa League and not get top four, or get top four but not win Europa League but you still make Champions League? Is it
That's a
really
difficult one.
bothering you
I
what it
think.
is?
I think. I think top fours, because if you're looking at progression in the league, I guess top four is more important, because you want to get that progression, because you could be 7th or 8th again and win the Europa League, and then yes, you're in Champions League, but as a league stands, that's more important because you're in the league every year. You might not be in Europa League or Champions League every year. So no, yeah, no, looking at that, yeah, no, I'll go for.
We need to be
top
in that
four.
market, don't we? So there you go.
Exactly.
Well said, Stephen. Thank you. Playing like that more than qualifying the Champions League. Yeah, hopefully, maybe, hopefully. But we're gonna wrap it up there. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in as usual. Big up Connor for coming on.
No worries,
Thank again for the intro as
no
well.
worries, man.
Right, if anyone needs an intro for their channel, hit this guy up on Insta or Twitter. Where can they find you on Insta?
Insta, it's cmo.editing. I need to set up a Twitter account properly, but just give me a DM on Instagram, cmo.editing, and hit me up if you need any help with your YouTube channels, Facebook, Instagram, any of that. And I can do more than intros. I can do channel arts, all that kind of stuff. So anything you need for your social medias, hit me up, and I'm there. So yeah,
I may look at something further on, but
yeah, for sure, man.
yeah,
Just hit me up.
Yeah, but I'll speak to you off air about something as well.
Yeah, sweet.
Anyway, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe. Do you have a channel?
I did have CMO. I haven't been uploading on it recently. I've got devotions with work, so it's been a bit difficult. But I'll let people know if I'm starting that up again. But I'll let people know soon.
Stephen, you're one of the best streamers, bro. Oh, thanks.
He's consistent,
thanks, man.
He's
really.
devoted, and there's things we love to see. He's consistent, man. We love it.
Try and be as consistent as I can be. So obviously, sometimes you can't help it because of not being well.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You have to cancel. But I try and do as much as I can with the health that I have. So
yeah.
If I'm well, I'll do a stream. If I'm not doing a stream, right, I'm definitely not. Then if I'm not doing a stream, then I'm not well.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. Until then, we're back tomorrow with deadline day. So let's see if Arsenal gets any more business done, please, by the end of the window. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Bye.